Hey, so here's number two. It's a little different, so hose. So I was driving Black Beauty trying to work on the codes, and I threw a speaker in there. Let me show you first. I rigged the speaker. I just threw it. I had to hear some sound, so I know this is scary. But so in the back up here, it's supposed to have on. Let me show you what it's supposed to look like. Okay, I don't have my everything. I don't have my equipment on today for hearing and everything, so I'll just talk a little louder. So if you look at here, this is what it's supposed to look like. Nice Pioneer speaker. There it is right there. The lighting is not that great, but that's what it's supposed to look like. So this is what I did. So I have to order a speaker. So that speaker, that repair that people says works, it didn't work. It didn't work at all. So unless it has another hole in it, I don't know. I'm not gonna go crazy. I might hook it back up and pump it up and see why it's so staticky. I doubt it. But so this is what I rigged right here. So I just took a 6x9, and if you look at that, I just took a 6x9 and took 2 zip ties. I plugged it in. It's got a really good sound now. It looks horrible. Look, it looks horrible, but it is a heck of a speaker up there. So this speaker that I did the other day, that repair, I don't think worked out because it still sounds like it's all staticky. So if I had the keys on me right now, I would pump it up and see what blew out. I think the speaker's just completely blown out. I don't know where else it was broken. It must be broken somewhere else. So we're gonna bring that back into the garage. Leave the plate there. And so that's the first thing, that just, put back the speaker. It's no big deal. And then the second thing is, I'm driving. I knew this over a while, but I push it to the limit. So this one right here is the upper radiator hose, if you notice. So it started leaking here, and antifreeze was on my fender well, and on the top here, on top of the air cleaner box. So I'm like, oh man, I didn't even have to open the hood. I said, I know what it is. So I was on the side of the road. So I took 2 zip ties, and I zip tied over a little pinhole in there. I got it home, no problem. I barely lost any fluid. It looks like a lot because it's coming out, and then the fan is going around spraying it everywhere. So, but I had a hose, but that's not the right hose. So this is a 2000. It's probably like a $15 hose. Takes me 2 seconds. Now you could get really cheap about this and shorten the hose. You loosen it up, you put it on a little further. I think it's been done a couple times. I mean, the other guy was pretty good. It has 150,000 miles on the original hose. I think I'm gonna dump 15 bucks into this thing. So it's gonna make a little bit of a mess. Yeah, because I'm gonna have a little antifreeze there. So I'm gonna have to delay the other truck and get this one working a little quicker. But I can probably just loosen the hose and shove it on a little further. That's pushing it. Let me go spend some money anyway. No matter what, I'll do the hose right. I mean, if it's broken there, it's ready to go somewhere else. So I might as well put 2 new clamps on it, and a new hose. Take me about 15 minutes. All right, so that was a quick video. Like I said, the ABS light is still on, and it seems like when it's straight, it's fine. But when you make a left turn, it goes on. So this sensor that was burnt through the exhaust that came out, and I wired it again. I think the sensor's bad. So I was scanning it, and it wouldn't let me scan with that scanner. So I have to use a different scanner to find exactly what it is, or just replace the sensor. So it's not affecting the drivability at all. So I'd rather work on the engine code, because everybody's like, I reset it, I drove it, I'm driving it. So that, I think, is we're going to start testing that out. And while we're doing that, we'll look for a scanner that can scan that ABS. It could be something simple. It could be a relay out. It could be something different. But for some reason, when you're driving straight, it's fine. It's just when you make a turn. So I'm like, well, when you make a turn, that usually means it's not one sensor's off the other sensor, and it thinks one wheel is spinning faster than the other one, and I have a funny feeling it's a passenger side. So let me put away this stuff here, the wrong part hose and a bad speaker. So maybe we'll plug a speaker in later and see why it's flopping around before I order another one. I wish I had a smaller one, but I think it's broken. It's vibrating. It's like, sounds like hell. So that repair, at least that part, it might be broken down the cone. Oh wait, it might be broken. Oh, I think I know where it's broken. Oh, it's broken down the middle maybe. Hold on a second, let me see. The middle vibrates. So let me see if I push this speaker up, if there's tension on the speaker. No, that one moves up and down, that bumps. No, that ain't it. So let me put these parts away, go order another part, and pretty much call it a day. All right, everybody, that's it's not always on the road. It's on the road, but I mean, you need this basic kit with bolts and nuts and always zip ties and duct tape and paint and whatever. Not paint, duct tape, electrical tape, your basic stuff. I mean, very basic. I do have a toolbox in this back of this truck where I'm driving around. Not that I'm worried about anything really, but I knew that hose was bad. Maintenance, you should just replace the upper and the lower and the heater hoses. The heater hoses have been replaced. They're made by Gates, I could see that. The lower hose, I guarantee you he never replaced it. But we're just gonna do the upper hose because remember, I'm keeping the Jeeps as cheap as possible. So when you buy it, you're gonna have to do some maintenance to it. Not much. There's a newer battery, it looks like, in it. Looks a little small, but it might be the correct one. No, that's too small. Whatever, he guy put it just threw some battery in there. That's too small. It should get a bigger battery, especially when the winter comes. You got a big engine. You got a straight 6 in here. Is it 4.0 or 4.2? I don't know what the heck the difference is. The 4.0? Yeah, it's a 4.0. This is a 4.0. So let me get going on that and order some parts. And I'm gonna have to take out that. I could probably do this right here. Matter of fact, I might just do it right in the driveway. I won't make a mess of my shop. I'll show you a video. Well, I'm not going to show you a video. You replace this clamp, you loosen this clamp. You let it cool down for first thing. Let it cool down a little bit, then remove your cap. Try to suck some of the antifreeze out of here, or you could drain some on the bottom of the block to that point. So you're going to have to drain it to like halfway, like here. Because if you don't, you're just going to make a freaking mess. And it might be very easy, it's definitely easy to do in a shop. So I don't even have to take it out of the shop. I can reach down. You can reach down on these Jeeps, way down on the end there, down on the bottom there. There's the petcock. So you just loosen up the petcock. It's a plastic one with your hand. You don't even need any tools to really fix this. You can just fix this with a pocket knife. You just need a part. So I'm gonna order the part now because I don't want anybody to break down if they do buy anything. Maintenance, you're gonna have to do maintenance, but I don't know what else you do on these things maintenance wise. I don't know, you just fix it as it goes. Like a belt, I don't know, probably has a nice belt. It doesn't squeak, it doesn't make any noise. I ain't touching that. These things are a pain with these belts. So we're gonna do that, and then we're gonna do some other stuff. Not much to this, is like Tinker Toy stuff. Scan it and probably a fuse or something for that sensor. You might have to get another sensor, or we're gonna check for power to that LCD solenoid up front, and maybe, I don't know, it's gonna be something simple. It could be the rear. I need to scan it to really know where it's at and then test things. And it also will not test my scanner. One of my scanners, I got 2 other ones to use. They will not test EVAPs, and they won't test O2s. So I was like, okay, good scanner. So I have my really good scanner, now I just got to play around a little more. So I got to try to keep it whatever. All right, everybody, enjoy your day. That's mine. Bye.